Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. In our last episode we gained the trust of the Sylphs and we rescued the eldest Sylph from Tamtara Deepcroft. And now we gotta talk to Bascaron and give him an update. There you are. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Phrixio did not come to any harm. But there I go attempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured I'll send word to our friend of Charlian and the Twin Adder both. Our friends of Charlian. Oh, the Scions. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lad, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthars in doing so. Be sure you come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kikran firewater. Right? I'll see you in a year. Oh. That looks cool, but it's not as good as what I'm wearing. We also got some upgraded equipment from the dungeon. Oh, wait. Say, friend, there's a little something I'd like to ask you see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This is Azema Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of the tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. Ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Oh, sorry, guys. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of hope that both Gridania and Sylphs alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Ah, that's nice. Wait, let's teleport because we're lazy. It is nice that when I teleport on a mount to an area where I can be on a mount, that I stay on my mount. Is this not where I'm supposed to be? Oh, that's right, Hawthorne Hut. We also have a new Dragoon quest. Jump, I want to be up. Yeah. 360. A gift from Walking One. Bascaron, a gift for these ones? Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Bascaron, and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary, many Walking Ones utter many lies, and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Aw. Yes, new boots. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. Elder One's already here. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Swipe. We have just been hearing of the tale of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Thank you. Ah, the Walking One who aided Neuraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, why did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and the Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere to hide, this one fled to Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have a feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. You're finally delivering a letter. This one sees. So Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu? Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Kanayasena. Be assured the Walking Ones of Gridania, like the Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against the one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but do not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But Walking Ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous or cruel. As long as Walking Ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones resides, Walking Ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with Walking Ones in Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In this case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence had made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? Fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation. Another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to the Horned One Kanayasena. With that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her in the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going back to the Waking Sands to tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we say to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It's been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together let walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Aw, the sylphs are cute. Bye. Please wait, walking one swipe. This one has yet to give walking one a token of one's appreciation. Ooh. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of one's trust. Oh great, I'm about to pass out. This one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. The crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before walking one's return to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking one's Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homelands are fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Let's go, Arok. So wait, we need to look out. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a threat if left alone. Back to Gridania. Ah, if it isn't Swipe. How went the meeting with the Sylphs? A message from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. But the Sylphs has no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seeds here will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources toward tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give my thanks. The Sylvic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seeds here to no end. But owing to your efforts, she was able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. And the scions of the seventh dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may have well led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. I'll speak of the devil. Hello? Hello, Swipe, can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ada and Papalimo returned some while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gradanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Alright, leave me in suspense. But you know what? I'm going to keep you waiting because I am going to go to Corthers. I'm going to go do the Dragoon quest. Which is north of here at the Astrological, oh, the Observatorium. Got it. $360. It's funny, when I was a kid, there was a Nintendo 64 game. It was a snowboarding game called 1080. 1080 snowboarding, I think it was called. Actually, when I was a kid, there was a lot of snowboarding games, like 1080, snowboard kids, I think, SSX. Yeah, there was like snowboarding games were like its own genre. I don't know what happened to them, but I loved them as a kid. But anyways, 1080 was a game for Nintendo 64. And as a kid, that's where I learned like 360 degrees was like a circle, because 1080 was what, 3 circles? And that was like the ultimate goal of the game, is to do a 1080. I think. Doomspike. Oh yes, our AoE. I'm so excited. You grew stronger. You grow ever stronger, and I speak more than just the flesh. You are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my presiding feeling is one of relief. You must understand the mere thought that the Eye would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by the dragons, filled me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have... but I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during your last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of the dragoons. You will recall how Haldreth heroically triumphed over the great worm Nidhogg, and Ishgard came into possession of the Eye. Tell me, Swipe, do you believe that these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you because few folk have seen dragons in the flesh besides we Isgardians, and most would soon dismiss them as products of imagination. I feel like I've seen dragons. Alas, dragons are no less real than you and I, and with Nidhogg perhaps the most real of all. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilt. Let us revisit the past once more, Swipe. This time is 20 summers past, and the place Drovania. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, one of his kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out the sun with their wings. Oh wow. A deep foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos painted the belly of the sky an angry red, the agonized screams of innocents fading into deathly silence. In my station as Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. But there was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place, only long enough to lay it to waste, and then took wing. So too did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed like an eternity before I found myself face to face with the great worm. A battle unfolded in a tiny settlement at the edge of Corthus, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now, else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my last ounce of strength, I wagered it all on a single thrust. My lance struck home, bearing deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agonizing agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh instant. And that instant I thought myself surely doomed, but Halone was not finished with me. Having lost a taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose a blood-curdling roar before fleeing to the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I had failed to protect. That last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estinian is one of them, the sole survivor of Ferndale, the final village to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took Estinian as my own son, instructing him in the way of the dragoon when he was of an age yet to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born out of compassion, but of guilt. My guilt of having failed him. But alas, I have also failed him as a father. For what manner of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen. Ah, you heard me right. All of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little and less about the minds of dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding the stolen eye will rouse Nidhogg to awaken once more, and his kin have already stirred from their slumber to serve as fair warning of that. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, it would seem that you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Wishrop, where the knight Eustian awaits your arrival. My nation is depending on you, Swipe. That's quite the tale. Can you imagine fighting a dragon for 3 days and 3 nights? Let's teleport, because we're lazy. I am confused though. So, if Estinian is the Azure Dragoon, then doesn't the eye essentially belong to him? How did he steal it? Is it just because he left Ishgard? How do we get down? Oh, nice, Foderiga. You are the one who would aspire to be an Azure Dragoon? Why, you are not even of Ishgard. If you truly possess the power that Sir Alberic sees in you, then prove it to me with your lance. On guard. Oh, a lot of them. Got him. That strength, I have not seen its like since Estinian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Alberic was the right of it after all. Return and show your crystal to him. I've no doubt he will be pleased. Jump! Oh, that was close. A little bit of a trek. I'm so excited to have an AoE. I think I'll have this be my... Okay. You have passed yet another trial with flying colors, Swipe. The day when you may stand before Estinian is as an equal is not far off. And when that day comes, the eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this. But we must be patient still. For now, we must continue your training. When you can do more, no more on your own, seek me out once more. Yes, we got our AoE ability. Yes. Oh, and that's exactly where I wanted it too. Perfect. What's the next one we get? No ability? Alright, we need to be level 45 though. Time to speak to Tataru. Oh, that's right. So use a ticket. Which we have... We only have 7 more. 6 now because we're using another one. Then we're gonna have to hoof it. Oh, they'll move. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Swipe. Lady Manfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. Also, what is he doing here? How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. Ah, I have been meaning to ask, but is Alize quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alize has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to ask. Clothesline this kid. It's good to see you again, Swipe. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Hegan and Leviathan? The Lord of the Whirl has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahuagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Ishtola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty that the next primal will return to play. We cannot predict with any certainty when the next primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. I wish they would attack more. I could do for another primal fight. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Garuda, who is a primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were more efficient ways to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, he would not long have wanted a more practical solution. Who's he? She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? Oh, okay, so they're talking about their chief. But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seedseers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You've earned it. Is there something else, Swipe? Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ashians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread if the... Eek! Tataru! They better not touch her. Oh! Uh-oh. Battery's dying. A Sylph and Thanolin? At long last, this one finds walking one swipe. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Norexia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. But pleasure to meet you, Norexia. Aw. Although I guess like to a Lalafell, like they're like the same size. Aw. Like they have two Lalafells guarding. It's cute. Yes, Totoro is ready to express her is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged in the same steel as you, I am afraid. But it takes all kinds to make family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, drawn by the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I just got 10 more Aetheryte tickets to the Vesper Bay. Yes! Oh gosh, that makes me happy. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary swipe. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that wrecks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about investigating thereafter, I leave wholly to your decision. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Swipe. Yes, got it. And we know Swift. Swift's our buddy. Ul'dah. I wonder if we should, let's set our home point to Ul'dah, since that's where our free company is. That's what makes sense, right? And I already forgot to do just that. The masked man, ah yes. You are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as you've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been sightings of this rogue near eastern Thanalan. The Brassblade station at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kikreen. Fate can be a cruel mistress. That's terrifying. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or mind to spend it. Okay. Highbridge, that's near Drybone, I think, right? I think I saw it on the map. Oh, let's just set it as a free destination. There we go. Alright, let's go, Aerok. A little bit of a ways, but you can do it. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Bardu, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Could you check in the back? Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of my many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, may help you learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Nonthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub of pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owed to get my venture started, and I am loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do any good though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go ask the other merchants. Oh, poor guy. Maybe you should move your shop. On the trail of a masked man, I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. I said he wears black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, I know that. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kikrin raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Now, speaking of which, there's one going on right now. $360. I have heard of the masked devil. She seems to be appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere around Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of my imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Oh, you know what? You know, it just came to. Are we talking about old snowboarding games? Another popular one was Cool Borders. Cool Borders, it would say, like in the title screen. So cheesy, but I love that game. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Sorry, look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kikrin raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man, so why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll minding my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. If, as if in answer, some Kikrin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. Will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound reliable information, if I wouldn't say so myself. Well worth all the learning about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? So, La Habrea is coordinating these Kikrin attacks on this bridge, is what it sounds like. Alright, come on, Era. To me. 360. 360 the other way. Come on, the other way. There we go. Let's help him out. I feel bad for these merchants. Oh, that's a big boy. We failed! No! Alright, where is this? Oh, it's right up here. Alright guys, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we need to start a fire up here, and are we trying to lure the Kikrin, or are we trying to lure the guy in the robe, La Habrea? 720! Can we go for, yes, 2 720s, nice. On up. There we go. All right. Start a fire. It attracted a corpse brigand's foot soldier. What's corpse brigand? Is he a corpse? Did this guy sell me out? That wasn't the Kikrin or the... Did he... I feel like I was betrayed. A paper ward inscribed with the prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo Ralger. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Oh. This scroll, it bears the prayer to Ralger, the destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralger is the deity, the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. Oh, I skipped one. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead and darkness beside. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? What's that, guys? The Alamegan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to our masked man's mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in the southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favorite destination for refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The heart of its denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, is a lawless place. Be prepared for a not so warm welcome. And now I am not certain how much a help she will be, but I just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger here a while, pull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Aw, thanks, Ihiru. Where is this place? Little Alamigo. Oh, it's just south. Got it. Almost there. Tolly. I think that's one of the optional dungeons I happen to skip for now. Oh, cactuars. Oh, it's a bit of a trek. You okay, Arok? Do you need some water? You know, I don't see any ponds around here, so you're just gonna have to stick it out. Almost there, buddy. Well, we found the crystal. Why yes, Hihibaru is my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak to Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. I was raised in a wealthy merchant family in Ul'dah, where my parents saw that I wanted for nothing, but when I heard of the refugees' plight, I simply could not stay put. Outsider, sheltered, spoiled child, the names that they call me are all true. Still, I want to help them in whatever small way I can. Oh, she's such a good person. Cute. Let's see. Hello, Gundobald. You have more hair than I was expecting, given your name. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why would I help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. I love how I just got, like, rejected and got rewarded experience points for it. Oh, he's not giving me the next quest? Over here. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gizelbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gunbaldo. Knowing the bristly old bear, I no doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardship, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can. And you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on the lookout for Malja in the south of here. If there's any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I have a mind to take them each a cup sweet of Danilin tea, so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Time to deliver some tea. Arok, your hat prevents me from seeing where I'm steering you. We do it 1080? Oh, not even close. One day. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Ah, ain't you considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? I didn't run the refugees like as not. Me compatriots as compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's going on in their minds. All I know is they're all up to no good. Well, for all I know. Got it. Aha! Impressed with my tricks? Tell me what you know. You there! Are you an Almaja? No? Then carry on. Here's some tea. Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? Masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless it's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and it has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Okay. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Almojar overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite mark out whether it was a man or not, well, with the mask and robe. But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Well, that's some information. The masked man is talking to some Alamegans. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need that cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Eldar, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger. It's not, if not as tangible, a common purpose. Their purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gunbottle belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. I don't know. Minfilia might know because it's telling me to go there. Boing. Boing, boing. Welcome back, Swipe. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have seen it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease our hardship. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Your Alamegan comrade is named Harabird. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Harabird is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Storage area? How big is this place? I haven't even explored it. Hello? I'm with the 8th shift. Or was it the 9th? I don't know. Oh look, everybody's here. You got Biggs and Wedge and Oriange and Supplier. What do you sell? %, 340 max. Is that good? Oh wait, actually, Sell, sell, sell. Yes, we got more money now. We got 50, almost, we got 58,000. Nice. Armor mender. Here we go. We got Noraxia, Papilimo, Ida, Ishtola. Okay. I'm to meet with the antecedents soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was, yes? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. If it isn't Swipe Core, the Scion's rising star, is there not I can do for you? Guy is a total Chad. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That's a daunting task, my friend. Even for our own countrymen. I'd like nothing more than to help you, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries any weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor for joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarrymel. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lead you astray. Quarrymel, we can do that. Here we go. Poof. And there she is. Eh? You want me to introduce you to the resistance? Ha! Why the hells would I do that? Just give me one reason. Because I got a pretty face. Harbert sent you. Grr, that worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I mean, just... I realized Harbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke over there? That's Mefred, a captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. So this... I'm one of the fortunate few Alamigans the elementals have permitted to stay in their wood. I would count my blessings. While I count my blessings, it breaks my heart to see my compatriots without a place to go. Interesting. So even the elementals are discriminating. Let's see. This is an item level 31. And this is not better. I'm Mefred, a proud man of the Alamigan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds have gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't know if he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarrymel cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. That's very self-aware of you. Let's see. One of Mefred's is in bad shape, you say. I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do, but they're my countrymen after all. But that'd mean I'd go against the elemental's will. I've been in Quarrymen long enough to know that how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. I have a way of persuading people. You wish to aid the Alamigans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the autonomy to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12's. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegan's petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Wow. This guy's gonna be pissed. So that's how it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to the quarry mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and can't oblige them soon. And I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Dude, you should have just asked me that to begin with. They're right here. One, two. Three. Need one more. 4. There we go. Airlock, let's go. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. You're a godsend adventurer. Please praise Roggar. There's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we need to just find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Baskron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They say he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund. Here, Godspeed. Yeah, we know that guy. Has it been a year yet? Can we drink some Kikrin firewater with him? Ah, swipe. Ever the sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me? Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wounds years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? Heh. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps. The poor sod needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. That is super awesome. Not only are we getting what we need, he already had it, he's giving it to us, and we're helping him pay it forward. It's perfect. It is well to see you've returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Here you go. God's bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Why are you guys having such a hard time staying alive? This place looks peaceful. Adventurer, Galleon's gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition will likely deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be the woman's seen something. Ah, finally, it's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarrymill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be the burden any longer. That is why I must leave y'all. Do not worry about me, just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I have known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Oh, Meffred. Out in the wilds, alone? That fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Ooh, Galleon, where are you? Apparently I have a sixth sense about where he is because I see him on my map. Oh, here he is. Galleon, you idiot. Oh, watch out, a goblin. Yeah, now he's nothing. Obliterated. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. What do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardship be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot in on Alamegan soil again together. Or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. Oh, he's crying. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarrymill. Also, Galleon seemed fine. Sure, he got beat up by a goblin, but I mean, he didn't seem like he was sick or dying. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here until he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Hey, we got some new boots. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend of my people. Ask me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Amigo, that's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I provide you with this letter to show Gunderbolt. The old bear was my mentor when we first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Finally! But I feel good about that. I feel like we were a big help here. So. But you know what, guys? Well, let's talk to him first. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Meffred. It has long been since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Oh. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Amigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about your tries, but they are not like to yield information readily from an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Masked man, no idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gunderbolt sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tribe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say that to start with? You can throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to think nothing of it. Wait, she was telling me really good information. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let me see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends that you're looking for him. There's a bunch been sulking about right suspicious, like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and there's that there's trouble, mark me words. Guy was hard to understand. I'm here to mock us, have you? Why would they think that? I don't understand. This seems like a pretty good camp. You have water right here. Plus there's cactuars. I assume you can hunt them and get cactus water, maybe? It doesn't seem too bad. Cactuar stew again. Oh, maybe they're sick of cactuar stew. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicion about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned in me as well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Not would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. Oh. Wait, what? So Alamigo was a city-state. And they revolted against their own government while being manipulated by the Garleans. And then once they revolted and overthrew their own leader, the Garleans moved in and took them over. So they were used? There are times when man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. So technically the Alamegans are technically at fault for their own downfall, but they were being manipulated. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. I had a lot of fun. We're going to continue this on in the next episode as we search for the Masked Man, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.